I just want to welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Loyal customers. They have quilted and quilted and quilted for maybe 20 years, collecting fabric on one quilt and handed it to you and put a whole lot of faith in your expertise. How do we keep our customers loyal? We need to create a great relationship with our customers, and it's easier to make money with a repeat customer than to find one. They're used to doing business with you. They love everything you do. It's like top of mind awareness. It's easier to make money with a repeat customer than find a new one, and it truly is about 10 times more expensive to find a new customer than it is to go back and rekindle the old and keep your customers loyal. Now, how do we create a great relationship? And that is the number one thing to keep your customers loyal. As Renee Zellweger said and Jerry Maguire, I just want to be inspired. I hope this inspires you. So now we need to create a relationship, and by creating a bond with your customers, it's the only thing that can overcome price, because your competition is not going to put you out of business. You will put yourself out of business by competing in price. The way we can justify our price, add value, is by creating a great relationship with our customers. That's the big hugs. That's the warm fuzzies. What do you do to create a great relationship with them? Do you call them? Do you email them? Do you see them at Guild? Do you help them at the Guild Quilt Show? Do you work in a brick and mortar? Do you quilt for others, say in a quilt shop or an iron shop? Several of you, do you have a group that works together? You have to make a relationship with them so they're comfortable and they know absolutely that you are going to be the go-to person for their quilt tops. Top of mind awareness. Now here's a little story. Back in Des Moines, when I started quilting almost 15 years ago, I went to Guild for the first time, and there were about 3 that called me and said, would you do a quilt top for me? And I said, absolutely. So they came over, they all together, they brought their quilt tops, and they actually just wrote me a check for supplies, and that's how I actually grew my supply business. I didn't go out and buy a lot. I just let them fund it, and I would buy thread and buy batting as I could afford to. I said, now we're not going to tell anybody else about you. You are going to be our secret. And here I am starting a business on my own without a credit card, and then they say, well, we're not going to tell anybody about you. So if I don't even know if they took their quilts to show and tell. But here's the thing. After 14 years, I get a call, because I've been gone from Des Moines for 10, and she said, I loved what you did. Please do a couple quilts for me. So I have some very special quilts, and I've been posting those on Facebook. Anyway, thank you, because if you build a relationship, you know, it just doesn't go away. We can do that, building a personal relationship, by 6 touches a year. Women need about 6 touches, and that's the 6 touches of how many times do you go back to buy the stove? How many times do you talk to the salesperson about a new vacuum cleaner? We love to touch fabric. Let's talk about tactile things that we can give them so that they remember us. Top of mind awareness. So what can you do? Well, I've always loved lumpy mail. And it's anything that can go in an envelope flat. Anything that's tactile that you can send them. And the things that I used to do is I sent them at Christmas time. I put real sparkly Christmas confetti in there that they could sprinkle on their table around a candle or a wreath. I warned them, be careful when they opened it so that it wouldn't fly out all over. In springtime, I sent them a packet of seeds. You can send them nail files. Anything that's flat that easily goes through the mail, that would be one touch of year. Now, how about their birthday? If you do, that's great. If you don't know what it is, our guild has, our handbook for the year has everybody's name and everything in it, but they also have their birth date. Other than that, then just, and you can tuck something in it. You can tuck a picture of their quilt that you've taken. You can put a CD in there that has pictures of all their quilts so that they can share it with others if you take a picture when you deliver the quilt. Postcards are wonderful because they always get read. You can let them know what's coming up. And I do have Vistaprint open, so as soon as I finish this slide, I'm going to go and show you Vistaprint so you can see what's available there. It's very easy. I have used them. I buy my banners from them, business cards, everything from Vistaprint. It's easy, it's quick, and the designs are already there for you. Now, if you can come up with 6 touches a year, and I know you can, if it's just a phone call 1 month, an email 1 month, something special. You can also plan an event. You can have a blue ribbon tea at Christmas time or Thanksgiving or a cookie exchange and let them try to do a feather pattern on your machine, and they'll know why you are such an expert because it's nearly impossible. But the other thing about an event is if your guild has an event or if there is a quilt show that comes, volunteer to hang the quilts or to deliver them and take them down. And here's why. You'll be involved with those that are bringing you the quilts or that you're physically handing them back to them and thanking them for being part of the event. That way you are having a one-to-one contact with the quilters themselves. You only have to do that once a year. Also, you all know that cookies in the oven and the wonderful smell of chocolate chip cookies is probably the best thing you could ever have going on in your studio. If you had a cookie candle that's burning, you can give a chocolate chip cookie candle and take it to the quilt shops that are offering your name so that you can quilt for others. Take chocolate chip cookies and make it bountiful, make it overflowing coming out of the bowl, because that is a hidden attribute that you go beyond, that you are generous and that you care. And if you just type in vistaprint.com, you can log in and have an account. But what I did here is I just clicked postcards and then I typed in quilt. And this came up, actually 3 came up, and I chose this one. Isn't this grand? Now this is a pre-designed card. You'll see there's a logo here. It says headline, and I can actually click up here and say new, and you can see new basting services, so that you can pre-based for the hand quilter. And then down here is company name. So right up here, this box is highlighted blue. So we do Quilters Hand, which is the name of my little company. And then you would do phone or other. And see, this is blue. So now all you need to do is put in a phone number, a website, one thing where you want to direct them, email or whatever. And you can change all of this. You can change the text setting. You can add a table. You can put a map on there which tells them where to go to get you. And then it says add a back side. So we're going to click the plus sign here. And now these are all of the backs that are available to you. And they're totally coordinated right to the postcard that you chose. Now, I really recommend full color. If you want that on the back, that's an additional $9.99. But if I click here, it's free, and they gray it out, and they will still print the back. And there's a ton of real estate on the back of that card. So I would certainly do that. Now you can go to calendars, mailers. It says solid colors. So you can choose that for the back. You can go to special offers, and this is so cool. In special offers, look what it says. I'm going to go back to full color. You can see it better on my screen, but it says show special. So could you have a show special during, if you have a booth or whatever, you can send them out, show specials, attendee special, sale, don't miss our sale. But I love this show special during an event. that you could put on the back. I'm going to click out of here, but I just want you to know that you can save it. Once you establish your account, save it, and then anytime you go back, you can save for later right here. You can actually request a PDF proof. Once you submit it, that's what you're going to get. You cannot go back and change it, but there's your online proof of approval, and you would click that. Front side is here, and click there for back side. So whatever you chose for the back side, quilters, and I didn't even spell it right, but look at all here. They've got this all set up for you, so then you just click on the areas that you want to fill in. So this is a great idea. Plus, you can insert an image, which means you would upload it. They've got all kinds of fonts for you to use. You can change the size, you can change the color, and it even has text ideas. And right here is a little help button. So then this will coordinate, so you can go back and do a banner that will coordinate with a banner, a flyer, a bookmark, whatever you want, business cards. It's all there. Try them. They're very reasonable. I think this would work out great for you. Make it glossy. Now, couldn't you send out postcards and congratulatory postcards, anything? See me at booth number. I'm taking in quilts this month special, Halloween, whatever you want to do. It's just great for you and your customers. I hope that helped you with 6 touches a year, and then the most important thing I think is my loyal customer. What makes the customers loyal? Now we talked about let's send them a thank you note. Also, how about delivering something in addition when you deliver the quilt? Now this is emotional. I have had the quilts hanging, and I hang them from the pant hangers. And when they walked in, it's lit from the side, or the light is coming across it from a window so they can see the wonderful texture of the quilting, and they cried and they said, I don't even recognize my quilt. If you can present it to them when they walk in the door, and here they see it, and I have it right across from the door, you can put lights on it. It's wonderful. They are so pleased to see that presented to them. I mean, it is like their royalty. If you have a special way to present it, if I know they're in a hurry, I will fold it up, always fold it in third, and then I take the side strips and I tie it in a bow so that they have this big bow, so it's all wrapped up like a package. Make it fun, collaborate with them, make it work for them so that they become a part of the process. I think if you drag out 3 patterns, drag out 3 stencils, pull out some thread, the more thread changes you have, the more you can make. The more they look at the patterns, the more you can make. The more they decide, you know, to choose this, this, and this, you're just letting them add on the sale, and you're letting them make the decision instead of you, and you're working with them. Also, you can do this on Skype. You can do a live hangout and actually let them collect photos, collect thread, collect patterns live while you're holding them up. You can do it on a live Skype call. Collaborate with them, because they'll say, oh, I never thought of this, or would you be open to, that's a great line, would you be open to looking at something that you might not be aware of, or a new pattern that you might not be aware that I have? Would you be open to looking? And pretty soon they've got a beautiful quilt instead of edge to edge if you are a custom quilter. Then the next thing is clubs and charities, keeping them loyal. Maybe they have a favorite charity. Donate to the guild. And I don't know when it starts for you, but a lot of you have opportunity quilts. I buy 1 opportunity ticket in their name. For every quilt they bring me, I buy them 1 opportunity chance for the guild opportunity quilt. It's wonderful to do that. You're donating to local, maybe you could do that for Walk for the Cure or Junior Diabetes, whatever your local groups do. Maybe you have done the quilt for them. Then buy them, make it something that they like and would appreciate. The last thing is plan 3 things per quarter. So that's 1 thing a month. All you have to do is 1 thing a day towards your goal. 10 minutes a day is all you have to do to get towards your goal. Whether you want to rekindle old ones, you want to keep them loyals, send a postcard one month and plan that. If you spend 10 minutes a day, it's just baby steps to get where you want to be. I hope you enjoyed the comments, the suggestions, and I hope you're inspired, because these are very simple things, and if you think about it, they truly are very, very, very inexpensive. You know that I absolutely love sharing this with you. This is just a wonderful opportunity. I'm happy to share my experiences and my knowledge and to give you clear strategies you can implement. I hope that you see there are shortcuts and tools and all that I have to offer you today on the Loyal Customer, and I hope that it helps, makes you a better quilter, and grows your business.